Miss. Today I'll be analyzing a story titled A Diary of a Slave. This story was made by an anonymous writer who take into the persona of Ashela Wright, our protagonist. In this case, our protagonist is a 20 years old slave living on the deck, underneath the deck of a boat and being translated by the ocean. He's living in the period of time of 1624. This story is located at the Rising Action because the text is giving us the context and the actual conditions or situation of our protagonist. Also, because our protagonist start thinking about getting free of that conditions because she is living in bad conditions, like seeing that people every day and the animals were inside of their living room, something like that. So that could be the starting process of the climax. So that's why it's in the rising action. In this fragment, we got three characters: our protagonist Ashela Rai, the other slaves, and the white people. Ashela Rai is a 12 years old, as I already said, girl that is a slave living in a boat. Also, the other slaves that who lives with her in her room, and white people that are the owners of the boat and the slaves, or the black people. As a quick summary of the events, first, the story introduces our protagonist, Angela Wright. Then, the story also describes the conditions of the slaves, like Aisha is living around the people because of diseases. Also, in the same room, the animals for the white people to eat or sell um, pro, makes that the place start smelling bad. And then she started thinking how to get out of that circumstances. So she started thinking about revolting against the white people. Then she started thinking that being born white would have been better because she's a black person and she's only a girl. So she will think these kind of things because the racial things in that moment were so at the top of the society. Then she started thinking about the possibility of being killed. So because of her life is so bad, so she preferred to being killed as still getting still alive in that conditions. The conflict of the story is character versus society because first she is a black person who is a slave trying to survive. Also, because she's black, that's the reason because of the treatments by the white people, and also because of the time that she's living 1624, the society treats black people badly, like an animal, because of their skin color. Because of her circumstances, as the conflict, um, because of being a 12 years old girl, um, it can make that her to think badly about life itself. Like it says in this fragment, my life will never be the same after living this way. So why even try to live? I cannot live a life wanting to kill myself. Experiences is our IB theme because the text um, um, describe the current experiences of our protagonist and being as an slave living in a boat. So, also, the subtopic is life story because the text also describes the life of Aisha Larai in that moment of her life, living in the boat as a slave, because it's a short um, fragment. And finally, the real life example. Um, in this case, is a text to word connection because I choose the human trafficking. That is a problematic that um, occurs globally and is too similar of the problematic of slaves. The ACNUR article says that the enslavers mostly violate the human rights, and that can see easily in the story because being a slave is actually illegal. So that's all the analysis. Thank you.